Welcome lower back to the channel. We're going to be speaking about SDRs. We're additionally going to be speaking approximately Tether and some different Ripple matters in XRP in this video. Stick with me, let's move. So it says from smoke, well-timed accident, or strategically unfolding the impeding collapse of Tether. Recent occasions endorse interconnected developments with potential effects for Tether. Stablecoin regulations, policies for stablecoins are predicted within the subsequent 6 to 365 days probably. Legitimizing regulated solid cash even as threatening unregulated ones like Tether. Compliance with transparency and reserve necessities will project Tether, which will be faced with scrutiny in those areas. Cybersecurity threats. The US Treasury confirmed China's involvement in hacking US economic services, highlighted vulnerabilities in financial infrastructure. Tether's opaque operations make it specifically at risk of dropping except as true widths. Inside the event of a cyber attack or a reserve issue, interconnected consequences, even as regulatory advancements and cyber attacks might also seem unrelated, both are tied to broader efforts to secure financial systems. A sizable incident affecting Tether ought to boost up the adoption of regulated options. Tether faces increasing regulatory stress and potential cybersecurity dangers that would lessen its dominance, signaling an upward push of regulated digital belongings. And it talks right here a bit greater. Listen, like Tether may want to turn out to be regulated in the event that they desire to, but I think there may be a trouble there. That's my personal feeling, right? Like if I had $130 billion stablecoin, I might exit at my manor to tell human beings and prove to humans that I actually have the reserves to lower back that up, right? Like if you have $130, you cannot prove that there may be value to back it up. That's a problem. That's a problem on a scale that we can't even fathom. And this is also a black swan event that we cannot expect what is going to manifest and what the shoe will drop. What I suppose is going to happen right here, guys, is one in every of things. I do think that RLUSD is going to take marketplace proportion away from Tether because banks are only going to need to apply the best regulated. Financial solid coin duration stop a tail, and this is real USD. Okay, I understand Barclay College become talking shit about XRP and Ripple the other day. I don't really care what that guy thinks. I do not think you must either. However, I do suppose that Tether should have a few troubles in the future. I do not keep any money, any cash in Tether. From time to time, I receive a commission to do committed films where I go over a challenge and give my sincere opinion about it. If I receive a commission in Tether, I at once trade it over to USDC duration. End of story. So Smoke says, and you understand in 2025 what we're looking at, maybe Ripple IPO, RL, USD, XRP, ETF, Gary Gensler departs, rip over the SEC case, drop XRP, surpassing all of the highs. So permit me, undergo this with you real short. Ripple IPO, the stock marketplace has been on the maximum first rate run. Trump is inheriting one of the nice economies in a long time. If you don't believe that, I don't know what to inform you. The stock market, all that has hit all-time excessive. In any case, time excessive, in spite of everything, time excessive. Job market is, the numbers are some of the first-class numbers that we have seen in decades. The financial system is going without a doubt properly. So permits wish that he can maintain developing that economic system and doing better. I do suppose that there is plenty of FOMO and there is quite a few like froth in the inventory market. And so I don't know if Ripple desires to IPO going into maybe the tail stop of that bull marketplace within the stock market. I do think we might have a few, you already know, hard, tough things beforehand, which might be going to happen within the economy, relying on what Trump decides to do. And so I simply desire he makes appropriate decisions. I desire he is surrounding himself with clever people and we can hold developing this. But I don't think people will IPO. I suppose they're just going to keep off. They've been doing buybacks proper. If you're making plans to IPO, why could you be doing buybacks, right? Like, I do not know. Phil USC manifestly launched. We recognize that's going to be large. XRP, they may come in 2025. Gary Gensler's already departing the day that Trump is inaugurated. Ripple, as opposed to CC case, might be dropped. I do suppose it's going to occur. I assume it is over. I suggest you had Ripple just donate $5 million to the Trump inaugural campaign. And then XRP surpassing ETH market cap. That's just, it is only a be counted of time, guys. It's only counter time proper. When you are speaking approximately tokenization of value, you're speaking about their solid coin. There's so much stuff happening right now inside the XRP ledger, and believe how much extra ought to occur. So let's speak about SDRs, which are well-known drawing rights, all proper, so permit me actual brief. What are SDRs? Let me just carry this up for you so I can go through this with you so you apprehend this a touch bit higher. Okay, what's the motive of an SDR? The IMF created the SDR as a supplementary worldwide reserve asset in 1969, whilst currencies had been tied to the charge of gold and US dollar, and there were main global reserve belongings. Excuse me. The IMF defined the SDRs as equal to fractional quantity of gold that became equivalent to $1. So who holds SDRs? The individuals and private entities cannot keep SDRs. The IMF members, the IMF itself holds SDRs. So those are nations that maintain these reserves in reserves. I simply wanted to give you that backstory. So it says SDRs could be maybe utilized in both personal and public transactions, signing with a primary shift in their functionality and scope to enable a broader utility. Entities past the IMF will possibly require to preserve and engage with SDRs, positioning them as a key instrument in the evolving international economic panorama. The adoption of ESDR addresses several chronic problems inside the worldwide monetary system. I suppose E stands for digital through selling fairness in international change and decreasing forex friction, particularly as important financial institution digital currencies turn out to be more and more widely widespread. Improving monetary efficiency and cooperation. Most notably, the advent of a digital, inherently neutral, fantastic sovereign foreign money holds the potential to level the worldwide monetary gambling subject. The IMS have actively sought to expand and enforce ESDRs as part of the vision for extra inclusive and balanced economic framework. This initiative underscores their dedication to fostering balance and fairness in and growing interconnected international financial system. Do not take my phrase for it or everybody else. It is all inside the proof. So he is highlighting this absolutely quick. So to grow to be the sector crucial bank, the IMF could want to extend the same remedy to each developed and developing nations whilst their activity regulating their monetary rules. In addition, a tremendous sovereign global currency could keep away from the internal risks of sovereign currency and regulate worldwide liquidity at the same time as preserving forex balance. So they are speaking approximately of cryptocurrency being an SDR to absolutely kind of stability matters out. As currencies circulate up and down and fluctuate because of inflation and other problems, something like perhaps a solid coin or no longer a solid coin, excuse me, I misspoke there. Something like an XRP, a bridge asset, or an XLM, something that has a true cost of liquidity that they may keep in reserve to back up all this. I think it's an opportunity. As a result, the functioning of the SDR as a charge currency and manner of agreement desires to be reformed and strengthened. Organizing SDR problem regulations and enhancing SDR distribution strategies. With the rise of the internet, the use of blockchain technology as a blockchain has emerged as possible to increase a decentralized, incredibly stable credit score worthy worldwide virtual economic gadget. Let me ask you this query. Who has been running with the IMF the longest? Which cryptocurrency company? I'll give you a hint. It is Ripple. Ripple, World Economic Forum, BIS, IMF. What else do you need? If they select to paintings with a company, they're going to want to paintings with one of the best and largest corporations within the virtual asset area. It's now not going to be AVAX, girls and gents. It's truly now not going to be Solana, the meme coin land. We comprehend it's no longer going to be Binance. What you observed is left right here. XRP, XLM. Of course, you have HBAR, Algorand. Those are super alternatives. And it can be a basket of these that we see that appear in all of this.
Right.
There's a bit more stuff right here. A cryptocurrency SDR says ESDRs might be backed via their value tied to the basket SDRs underlying Forex inside the SDR composite ratio. The ESDR might be a solid coin. ESDRs will be based totally on blockchain generation, consequently imparting new functions.
Right.
And there has been referred to of XRP being called a stable coin. Now this comes again to have the vital banks come collectively and decided on a charge for XRP. Now I assume this is a rumor. It truly has manifestly been going across the crypto space for some time. Is there a deal? Was there a deal made?